Hey Gungahlin Anglican, it's been a while. It's been about 6 months since we've met in person as a church. But guess what? It's time for a change. It's time to get off the lounge and... That's better. That's right, we're going back to meeting in person as a church this Sunday. I'm really excited, but I've got a couple of tips for you so that we can meet together safely. First of all, remember to set an alarm so you actually get out of bed in time. Oh, don't forget you've actually got to get changed out of your pyjamas. If you're in our 9:30 congregation, then you'll be meeting here out the back of Grace Chapel in the little enclosed space. There's some shelter here if it rains. If you go to our forward congregation, then you'll be meeting up here behind Haywood Hall in the beautiful courtyard. There's plenty of spaces to sit on the bricks or bring your own chair. There's some shelter if it rains. We'll be setting up near the front office and everyone else will be gathering around here. And if you're from our 7 p.m. congregation, then we're going to be meeting here at the Salvation Army Church. Now, because our 2 morning services are outside, that means we can have up to 200 people at those. But because our evening service will be inside, we're limited to 100, and that means you will need to register online before you come. You should have got an email about that. If you haven't, then ring the office or email the office and we'll make sure we get you hooked up with that. A few things you need to remember. When you arrive, you will need to record your contact details with one of the welcomers. Now, if you're already registered with the church and with Elvanto, then we'll already have those details, so that should be nice and easy for you. If you're new, don't be afraid. We won't be collecting any more information than if you were to go to a cafe or something like that at the moment. Because we will be meeting outside, don't forget to slip, slop, slap, bring some sun protection, bring your hat, bring your sunscreen, bring a water bottle so you stay hydrated. We need to keep that physical distance. But in doing that, just let me say, we've got to be also aware of people grouping together and excluding other people. We don't want to be exclusive. We want to be the welcoming church that I know we've always been. We need to make sure when we arrive that we look after our hand hygiene, and we need to make sure we look after each other in those sort of physical ways. We are going to keep videos happening online, and we're going to be zooming our live services as well. There's a few things we won't be able to do for the moment while there is still restrictions in place. We won't be able to share communion together for a while. That may change as we begin to sort some things out, but for now we're just introducing things slowly as we get used to meeting back together again. We won't be able to have creche because really, as much as I'd love to, we can't share each other's kids and have different people holding our kids at the moment. And I know that's really sad, but it is one of the realities of the moment. There will be Sunday school happening. Sunday school might look a bit different. The kids will be outside, but I'm sure they will have a great time learning about Jesus. We won't be able to sing together, because we want to look after each other and keep each other safe. Lastly, we won't be able to share morning tea together. That doesn't mean you can't stick around and talk. You can stick around and talk after the service, and we'd love you to do that. We just can't for the moment share food and drink until we can work out how to do that safely. We look forward to seeing you soon.